first class, the sample class called Notice What You Notice for Life and Friendship. And this week's class is really basic, but really perfect for everybody, no matter where you are in your journey. So here's all you need to do. We're going to practice right now. I want you to take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and begin to get centered into your own body. Okay? So what may be happening, what's present for most people, is our thoughts. So you may be having thoughts about this exercise right now, that you're not ready for it, that you don't know how to do it, that it's stupid, or maybe you love it. Whatever your thoughts are, just notice them, acknowledge them, and then see if you can connect them to someplace in your body. Because what happens is we have a sensation in our body, and our thoughts are a reaction to that sensation. So see if you can connect your thoughts that you're having, your thoughts that you're noticing, to someplace in your body. Is there someplace in your body that is feeling a sensation? And it may be a really big sensation. It may be that you are having a lot of pain or discomfort in your neck. Or it may be really subtle, that you're having just a little tingling in the tip of your finger. So I invite you to go into that sensation. Step into what that is and see, challenge yourself to turn off your inner dialogue. Even if it's just for a split second, see if you can stop your inner dialogue and feel. So we all run this internal chatter all the time, like we have an invisible audience that we're explaining our life to. But see if you can let that invisible audience sit quietly for a moment and just feel what's going on in your body. And maybe this sensation is really small and quiet, or maybe it's really big and loud and throbbing. But just really notice what you can about what's happening. And maybe your focus is jumping from your neck to your knees, to your hand, to your elbow. You can't do this wrong. So just allow what's happening to be what's happening, and allow yourself to take in whatever you're experiencing. And if it feels hot or throbbing or cold or small or quiet, invite it in, whatever it is. Just feel it. And that's it. You already completed your first practice. Congratulations. You did great. So I want you to understand a little bit about why this is important. And so why this is important is because well, it's important in a lot of ways, which we're going to explore as we continue together. But what I want you to understand for this week is that the universe is talking to you all the time. The universe is always, always, always lining up for you these amazing, magical, perfect experiences. When we get caught up in our thoughts, and we are no longer living in our bodies in this current moment, when we're projecting ourselves into the future or jumping back into the past, we are missing the clues and the cues that we're getting all the time. And so we may be missing out on all kinds of amazing things. It'll come back. The universe gives you many, many opportunities to learn and to experience. There's no limit, so there's no need to feel bad that you may have screwed anything up. Your experience is perfect for what you need to learn, and anytime you are ready to change, it's a perfect time to change. So don't stress about any of this. So that's why this practice is important, is because it's going to bring you in touch with the present moment, what's going on in your body, and begin to open the door to your intuition. What you're really doing is just opening the door and inviting it in and saying, I'm ready to listen. I'm willing to make what you have to say important. So who knows what you will notice? I'm not going to talk about that a lot, and I really don't want you to try and interpret anything this week. I just want you to notice, okay? It's a very, very simple practice, and in that way may be challenging for some people, but you can do it. I know you can. And the other thing that I am asking you to do is to start a journal. And this journal is different from the journal pages, which I have in the PDF, and different from, journaling that you may be already doing. This is kind of a highlights journal. So I just picked this one up. I'm going to do this with you. And this one says, be filled with joy. So I thought that was great for our time together. So we're going to make different sections in here. And our first section is going to be called acknowledgements. And I'll tell you what I'm going to put in my first acknowledgement will be something that came to me through this practice of noticing. So yesterday I checked in with my body and I realized that this thing that's been going on with my abdomen, my stomach, for several years, I realized yesterday for some reason how dismissive I have been of it, how belittling I have been, and how judgmental. And I really started to feel kind of like protective of my little tummy. So my tummy's been inflamed and swollen and has been, on and off for quite some time. And I have been so judgmental about it, and so, I guess you could even probably say hateful about it. I've just been so unaccepting and judgmental and so, right? Because I don't want to look like that. I want to look like ba-ba-boom. Who doesn't? And so when I checked in yesterday and noticed my thoughts about what was going on and my judgments about what was going on, and then I checked in with what I felt. What did it feel like in my tummy? And it felt like being judged. It felt like my tummy was reflecting to me what I was projecting onto it, which was that it wasn't acceptable, that it wasn't attractive, that it, nobody wanted to see it, whatever, all this kind of judgment, right? And for me, it was a huge wake up. It was a huge aha that this is what I've been giving to myself. And so my belly was willing to do this for all this time for me, was willing to tolerate this abuse that I was throwing its way, to patiently be present for me and teach me this lesson about how I was seeing myself and how I was talking to myself. So for me, that's going to be in my acknowledgments, and I'm thrilled to hear what you find out, what you see, what you feel, what you notice, and this practice will begin to expand for you into your daily life effortlessly. But for the beginning, I want you to set aside specific times. I want you to make it a point to practice this because it's something new. You're making a new habit. So put sticky notes on your fridge, put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror, set a reminder in your phone, whatever you need to do. I'm going to ask you to do 5 times a day for just a few moments to do that internal check-in. I know you can do it. I know you're going to roll into this really easily. It's going to become very simple for you, and it's going to grow. This practice is going to grow, and it's going to really feed you. You're going to learn so much from it. But while it's new, while it's not a habit, I want you to make a special time for it, okay? So get your journal, write down any big ahas that you get, even if your aha is that you realize every time you sit down to do this, all you hear is, I can't do this. I can't do this. Let that be the lesson for you. Follow that to where does that sit in your body. Okay? It's a powerful, powerful practice. And I congratulate you for being brave and for being strong and for being intuitive and for loving yourself enough to give yourself this gift. And trust me when I tell you, the universe is singing. It is delighted to have you join in this conversation. And I send you all my love and blessings, and cannot wait to hear how you do. Namaste.